and welcome back to my USA West Coast travel series. In the last episode, we wrapped up our visit to the Golden Gate Bridge Welcome Center, and today we are picking up right where we left off, diving deeper into San Francisco's history and must-see sights. By the way, Golden Gate Bridge opened in 1937 and was once the longest suspension bridge in the world. We start by checking out this massive suspension cable sample. Each of these is made up of over 27,000 wires stretching across 7,600 feet. Right nearby is the statue of Joseph Strauss, the chief engineer behind the Golden Gate Bridge. Built in the 1930s during the Great Depression, it was a symbol of innovation and resilience. We now follow the scenic Battery East Trail. It's a peaceful walk along the edge of the cliffs leading down to the historic Presidio area, once a US military post for over 200 years. So here's a cool fact. The Golden Gate Bridge is not actually golden. Despite its name, the Golden Gate Bridge is painted in a shade called International Orange. The name comes from the Golden Gate Strait, the body of water it spans. At the base of the bridge lies the Fort Point, a Civil War era fortress built in the 1850s to guard San Francisco Bay. Though it never saw a battle, it's a stunning example of 19th century military architecture. We are now at Torpedo Wharf, a historic pier in Presidio that dates back to early 1900s. Originally built for military purposes, it was later rebuilt by the US Army for torpedo loading, hence the name. Today is a popular spot for fishing and photography, offering incredible views of the Golden Gate Bridge and beyond. From here, we can also catch a distant but clear view of Alcatraz Island, sitting quietly in the middle of San Francisco Bay. Once a military fort and then a maximum security federal prison, Alcatraz held some of America's most infamous criminals, including Al Capone and Machine Gun Kelly. Though the prison closed in 1963, its area location and storied past have made it to San Francisco's most iconic landmarks. Surrounded by icy waters and strong currents, Alcatraz was considered escape-proof. Today is a National Historic Site and a must-visit when in the Bay Area. Another cool fact: San Francisco is known for its over 50 hills, and the steepest of them, like the Lombard Street, at a 31.5% grade, and it makes for a dramatic roller coaster style drives. Driving towards Pier 41, we pass by San Francisco's vintage steel streetcars They have been preserved from cities around the world and still operate daily, adding a charming retro vibe to the city streets. Next, we make our way to one of San Francisco's most famous landmarks, the Lombard Street. Known as the crookedest street in the world, this steep one-block section features 8 tight hairpin turns, beautifully lined with flowers and Victorian houses. It was designed in the 1920s to reduce the hill's natural 27% grade, which was too steep for most vehicles at the time. Today is a must-see stop for visitors and a fun winding drive through San Francisco's iconic charm. Another fun fact: despite popular belief, fortune cookies were not invented in China. They originated in San Francisco's Chinatown in the early 1900s. We now arrive at Alamo Square, one of most picturesque spots in San Francisco. Facing the park are the iconic Painted Ladies, a row of beautifully restored Victorian and Edwardian homes, famous for their pastel colors and intricate architectural details. You might recognize them from TV and movies, especially the opening credits of the classic show Full House. The city skyline rising in the background is one of the most photographed views in San Francisco. By the way, the Painted Ladies were built between 1892 and 1896 and survived both the 1906 earthquake and the 1989 Loma Prieta quake. San Francisco is home to the famous Ghirardelli Chocolate Company, so don't miss trying their decadent chocolate squares or a classic hot fudge sundae. Next, we head up to Twin Peaks, two towering hills that offer one of the best panoramic views of San Francisco. Rising nearly 1,000 feet above sea level, this spot gives you a breathtaking 360-degree view of the entire city, the bay, and even beyond on a clear day. Twin Peaks remains one of the city's most popular scenic outlooks, especially at sunrise and sunset. It's a perfect place to take in the layout of the city from above. So San Francisco is one of the foggiest cities in the US. San Francisco experiences fog about 108 days a year, especially during summer, a weather phenomenon locally called June gloom. Do you know San Francisco's famous fog is so iconic that locals gave it a name, Carl the Fog. You will even find it on social media at Carl the Fog with his own fan following. San Francisco is nicknamed the City by the Bay because it's surrounded by water on three sides: the Pacific Ocean, San Francisco Bay, and the Golden Gate Strait. Did you know that San Francisco is home of the first skyscraper on the West Coast? The Call Building, completed in 1898, was the tallest building west of the Mississippi at that time. Also, before we leave the city of San Francisco, we swing by a pop culture favorite, the house from Fuller House, a fun spot for fans of the show and a quick photo op. Another fun fact: San Francisco's Chinatown is the oldest in North America. Founded in the 1840s, is the largest Chinese enclave outside Asia, rich in culture, food, and history. With our San Francisco chapter coming to a close, we pass through San Jose, the heart of Silicon Valley, and head into the next stunning stretch to our West Coast road trip. Well, that's all for today. Coming up next, the legendary Pacific Coast Highway. Dramatic cliffs, ocean views, and charming coastal towns await. Be sure to join me in the next episode of this series. You won't want to miss it. Till then, take care and keep exploring.